Hi guys, today I want to try a tree of life and I've never done this before, so bear with me. I can tell you the bare essentials, but I have no idea how it will turn out. I have some very thick silver wire, and I think this is called gauge, G-A-U-G-E. I'm not sure. I bought this at the bead fair, and as you can see, it has no name on it or anything. I just bought it like this. But I got the tip that this stuff is used for flowers also. So if you have a flower shop nearby, this is what they use to hold them flowers up or to put them in a certain position. So you might want to, drop by your local florist and see if you can get some of this stuff from them. So just to give it a try. Now you also need something round. I like my tree of life pendant to become really big, so I got a little jar here to measure my silver wire around, and I'm going to do this with chips, but basically you can use whatever you like. I've seen several videos and a lot of pictures of the tree of life, and I really like to do them with chips because I thought that was the prettiest, and I think that's basically it. So let's get started. First you need some silver wire, or maybe copper wire, or whatever you want to use, or something that's cheaper. And you need to measure that around your round item. And you can use a cup, or if you want it smaller, maybe shot glass. And this is about the size I need to have it overlapped. So, gotta be careful. I gotta try and keep that in there. Measure that about there. Okay, I'm going to cut that off, and I'm going to cut that end off because that's broken. I'm going to try that again, put that around there, and let me get the money out, and try that again, put that around there, and hold that real tight, and get one side up, and then get the other side, and just kind of twirl that around with your pliers all the way at the end like that. And now go in there. Get that up. And I'm going to close that up like that. And this side, I want to get that leveled with the wire. And now we need a loop. And we need that loop, of course, to go this way. So I'm going to push that backwards. Don't cut that off too much if you want that loop to become a little bit smaller. And then turn it around with your pliers. You want to make sure that that loop is big enough to put a suede cord in there, or a leather cord. Get that down a little bit more. And you just gotta have to position that right so that that's a nice altogether round circle. So see, that's not round yet. It needs to become like this. Okay, pretty much got that. And the next important thing is that this, of course, is going to be your back side like that. So you want the chips to be on the front side, which means you will have to put your wire around so the thread will be on top of this silver wire. But first you need to know about what size. So you just take about this size. That would be enough. You don't need much more. And now we need to measure the size that will go around to make the branches. So I'm going to stick that over about that much, and I'm going to take about on the other side about the same size that I overlapped here or overlap on the other side. So I got about this much. Let me see if that will fit in the camera. Almost. Now I'm going to do 8 more, about the same size, and I'm going to just cut those off. And that's 9 for one side and 9 for the other side, so I would need 18 in total. Okay, I got my 18. I'm going to put them out of the camera first. And what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of straighten that out, go on the top, twist that around about 2 times, and move that over together like that. And if you want, you can twist it 3 times. Depends on how thick your wire is that you're using. If you're going to use like a very thin silver, you might want to do that 4 times. Okay, we got that. And you can make that room by turning that all the way around. And just get that settled right away so you don't have to do that later on. Just push that around. And make sure that when you wear this, that little piece, that little end piece doesn't hurt your skin. So just push it all the way onto the silver. See, and just touch that and see if that's still, you know, if you can still feel that or if that's gone. So that's one, and I'm going to do the next. And you can twist it around 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, whatever you like. That's the space you will have in between your branches on the top. So you can do it 2 times, 3 times. And it's a little difficult to do, but you know, if you get more practice, then it will become easier. And if it's like that, all you have to do is just kind of push it together. And the good thing about this braid that I have here is it doesn't break, as to where a silver thread does break. Let's push that down first because that's hurting my fingers. And if that's not positioned right and you can't move it over, just unwrap it and do it again. So I got 3 here. Maybe add 1 more. Sometimes you might have to hold it in place because it will twist around. But whatever you can use, whatever you need to do to get that around there correctly, just use it. I'm gonna feel if that still hurts. No, that's okay. And you're gonna do this until you have 9 or 7 or 5 or whatever you like in branches on there. So I'm gonna put my 9 on, and then we're gonna do the other side the same way. I would say pause me now till you get there. I got 9 on one side. I'm just gonna turn them up. That's what I've been doing all the time, actually, as soon as I've done one, I'll do the other one, and then we can start here. And you can move inwards with your thread, or you can move outwards. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to do it like this. And when you've done a couple, it gets easier, you know, you get the hang of it on how to twist them. And you just turn them up and put the next one there. Push them together like that. It's not that hard. You just gotta, you know, it's just a thing that you need to get under control. But you'll get that pretty quickly. I'm pretty amazed at how quickly that works. By accident I started the video, but I didn't push the record button, so I had to take out several of them to show you again what I'm doing. Okay, the 9 on the left, go up, get them out of the way. And we'll start with the 9 on the right. And I'm going to take 3 threads first. I'm going to take my first thread and I'm going to put 1, 2, and it depends. You know, you can put less on there, you can put more on there. All depends on your preference, okay? So I got 3. Picking up my second wire. Got 1, 2, and I'm going to pick up my third wire, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 again. And now you pick up all 3 wires and you twist them together, and that might be difficult to do, so if you need pliers, just grab them like that. But you don't want it to look too smooth, so once you did a couple of twists, do the rest of them with your fingers, so it will look more natural. Okay, that's one. Now we're going to move these down a little bit. I'm going to pick up 2, and you can move these closer together, play with that a little bit. And I'm going to do 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to pick up this next one. I'm going to do 4. Yeah, 4. But you can do 3 or 1 or none at all. And again I'm going to twist these. And use my pliers to get a really good twist. And you have no idea in what direction they will be going. If you twist them, I just want to get a really good twist. And I'm going to attach that. And you can open that up and, you know, like a cork screw thingy. Twist that a little further. And then twist the other one a little further. And then twist them together. There. And now I'm going to pick up another two. And I'm going to add one, two, three, and pick up the next one. Also going to do three. One, two, three. And I'm going to twist those two together. And I'm going to do the last two. I do four maybe. A four and a three. One, two, three, four, one, two, three, and I'm going to twist these two together. And grab the previous two. And twist those together. And now we got one side done. You can move these up. I got one side done here, like that. And now that you got these two done, just go ahead and twist. There. Now you got one side done, and you need to do the other side. So let's get going. So now we got two sides twisted, right? And now we're going to take the two sides and twist those. I'm going to twist those all the way around until we come to the bottom. Yeah, that's about right. You need about like a finger, so it's a centimeter in between there to get the room that you need. But it's also good to just twist it a bit and then untwist it, and then you get even more nice and twisted branches at the end, at the bottom. So one, two, get three, twist that up again, and turn that around. And you don't have to do that all the way, you can just cut that off after 2 or 3 times. If I can find my cutter rougher pliers. Oh, they're on the floor. I'm going to cut that off. And I found that if I put it like this on there and I just go with the flow with my pliers, that works easier. Like that. Now you can move them over. Okay. Now we get a couple of other ones. I'll take 4. Two. And pull that tight. Move that over. Cut that off. I'm just going to go around in there again. And I'm going to add it onto this bunch. So you can also move if you want to. You know, I think it still looks cool. Move around, or you can stay in the same place, whatever you like. But if it gets hard to get in between there, then just try and move it, you know, use your imagination. Gotta get that closed up. And that's it. There we have it. One tree of life. That's my first try. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. Looks pretty good. Oh, wait, this is the front. Of course, you can make it much smaller if you like. The size is pretty much up to you. And all you need is a cord now to go through the loop. Well, guys, that was it. I hope you liked it. And I'm going to try and hang a little swing on there. See if I can do that. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try. If I succeed with that, I guess you'll see it on Facebook if you... You'll see it on Facebook on my profile. So yeah, come and join me there, and let me see what if you succeeded in making a tree of life and what it turned into. Okay, bye guys.